We are here with Archie and Hesham. Briefly, really briefly.
8 minutes.
What do you do? Archie.
I talked for a lot longer than 8 minutes, I'll tell you that. I didn't wear these shoes so I could be up here for 8 minutes. I am the Vice President of Sales and Marketing for Videa. We've been at it 5 years, and we are trying to, as they were talking about in the last panel, automate and make easier the process of buying and selling spot TV.
Hesham, who are you? What do you do?
Director of Research Engineering, and I'm lead on tip.
Okay. Pink shoes notwithstanding,
Yes.
the word tip came over and had nothing to do with what we were doing last night. What is tip?
Well, TIP is a group that started by the broadcasters, and it is trying to facilitate these open standards so that we can advance the industry, that big movement that Mark referred to, into the next stage of the industry. How do we deliver not just linear TV, but this idea of convergence in a unified way?
How does it work?
Right now, the group that meets every Wednesday, we come up with specifications that define what it is that's going to be executed, what it is that is going to be implemented by the multiple vendors out there. And our charge, and it's not a light one as the previous panel said, is to kind of identify the institutionalized exceptions and figure out how to streamline the process, how to take the workflow from head to tail and bring it all together, including OTT and digital. So it's a pretty major charge, and it's sticky, it's difficult, and there are plenty of standards out there that exist right now that cater to the existing workflow. So there's a little bit of difficulty trying to figure out what do we do right now to move forward quickly, and how do we embrace what's going to happen in the very near future.
Archie, why is tip important? And you've got some big players involved with you now.
Yeah, there's a lot of big players involved. So TIP is important because in order to do what we're all talking about doing, moving this industry forward, or at least not letting it fall backwards, staying in one place so we can, as Jay said from Hudson, moving us into a place where we can build to the future. TIP is about putting everyone on the same page, because we have not been. So right now, every technology vendor in this room, every technology vendor that is not in this room, is working on a different page, but we're all trying to write the same book. So if you are a broadcaster, if you are an advertising agency, and you have to plug into 3 or 4 or 5 different vendors, and you have to either pay those vendors or give up inventory to those vendors, but certainly give up your people's time to switch in and out of the systems of those vendors, there's waste. There's waste through all of it, and the whole point of automation, of programmatic, this whole idea of moving us forward was to get rid of waste, not to add more waste. And so what TIP is about is getting everyone on the same page so that we can plug into each other, so that it doesn't matter what vendor you're working with. Your information can flow easily from one place to another without someone collecting a toll and costing you more money, but making it easier for you to get your job done. Doesn't that sound like exactly what we all would love to do? Come on, you can answer. We're all guys here. Thank you. Yes.
Now, Videa has taken what might be considered a rather risky step here. And you have opened up your kimono and shared your APIs for everyone in business, including your competition. Why'd you do that?
Well, anyone who knows me knows my kimono's always been open. However, as a company,
He gets one more minute.
Basically what we're doing is we're building APIs, we're building plugins so that other vendors, so that broadcasters, that agencies can plug into what we are doing, send information into where we are, and then we publish those APIs. How did we build them? What are the standards that TIP had set, that we had worked on within the TIP group? And the idea is, by saying open kimono, what we mean is, come on in. Let's work together on this. One of the greatest things about this conference so far, and we are not even at lunch yet on the first day, is that I wrote down on my pad over there, us, together, collaborate. I mean, the whole idea of this is no one is going to do it alone. I keep hearing in my head Velma Kelly from Chicago. Musical fans out there? Anyone? Come, Spies. Come on. I just can't do it alone. None of us are going to accomplish this alone. Tip is trying to make it possible for us to plug into each other and work together to make it happen. Because we have to work together if we're going to move forward, or we're just going to stand still and then get kicked backwards. Right?
Absolutely.
Now, we talked briefly, and I've got about 1 minute, I'm going to take advantage of it. We're going to give you guys a little buzzword to think about. Where this group is working is to create the WD-40 for local advertising. Just slick. Eliminate friction, be part of that solution. What do you want these people to do?
Open yourselves up and get in the conversation. And we need to be honest about it. We need to be honest about where we want this to go. And so if you're a broadcaster in this room and we have not spoken, let's make sure we speak before this is over. I promise it will be fun. We will only talk about broadcast for 10% of the time, and then fashion and movies and whatever else I've got in my mind. I would ask that everyone be open to the idea of working together, of talking through how do we get where we're trying to get. Because there's a lot of us in here who want to get there. There's a lot of smart minds in what we are doing, and there is a lot of value in local broadcast television. Every time we talk to an advertising agency, and they've done any kind of research, right up till November of last year, if you add broadcast television to your media mix, you sell more product. If you remove it from your media mix, you sell less product. I'm not talking about network, I'm not talking about cable, I'm talking about local broadcast television. There is value in it, but we are letting that value evaporate when we do things the old-fashioned way. And I think that something that was said in the last panel was that a buyer caps out at 4 or 5 or 6 markets. I turned to the people at my table and said, where is that happening? They're capping out at 15 and 20 markets. They don't even have time to ask you for revised rates anymore for most of those markets. That is insane. We would be better off in those cases to just have a computer talking to a computer than having someone put an avail together to send it to a buyer who cannot even say, I need a better rate than this because they don't have time. That's where we are, that's where we've been. When video began, that's why we began, because that's where we were and had been for decades. There's less time to get stuff done, but we're trying to do it the same way. So the definition of insanity notwithstanding, let's work together.
Sounds like a plan. Thank you all very much. Tim's walking up. Thank you.